Objectives of Preamble in Indian Constitution. The Constituent Assembly also wanted that all citizens should be guaranteed justice, equality, liberty and fraternity. These four objectives have, therefore, been stated in the preamble to the Constitution. Implicit in the objectives of the Constitution set out in the preamble are the fundamental rights which are guaranteed to all the citizens of the country. The first goal set out in the preamble is justice. Justice can mean a lot of things. It can mean fairness, impartiality, honesty and equity. But the word has been used in the preamble with three objectives: social, economic and political. Justice in the preamble means the harmonization of individual rights with that of the community. Social justice means the removal of social imbalances like doing away with caste prejudice, abolishing forced or bonded labor and so on. Economic justice means the abolition of those economic conditions which leads to a concentration of wealth and means of production in the hands of a few to the detriment of the common man, to deny citizens equality of opportunities and status and to ensure a minimum decent standard of living. Political justice relates to the right to vote, right to a democratic form of government and to right to participate in political affairs. The second objective in the preamble is liberty. This has also been provided for in the body of the Constitution in Article 19, which provides for the liberty to speak, believe, assembly, move freely and other freedoms. There is also the freedom provided for in Article 21, which says that no person shall be deprived of life or liberty except according to procedure established by law. These are some of the great freedom which is indicated in the preamble. Equality is perhaps the cornerstone of the Constitution. It underlines every goal and every right in the Constitution. The right is provided for in Article 14, which says, "The state shall not deny to any person equality before the law or the equal protection of the law within the territory of India." We all want to be treated equally, not formally but in substance. For example, if there are two people running in a race, one is blind and another is an athlete. Everyone knows that the race wouldn't be fair because the two runners wouldn't be equally able. When the blind runner asks for special arrangement so that he can compete effectively with the athlete, he is asking for equality in substance. It wouldn't be constitutional to treat them as equal. Only the truly equal can be treated as equal. The Constitution therefore provides for special rights for the historically disadvantaged groups in the country to bring them on par with everyone else. For example, Article 15, while prohibiting discrimination on the grounds of religion, race, caste, or place of birth, allows the state to make special provisions for women and children and for the socially and educationally backward classes or for certain castes and tribes which are described in the schedule of the Constitution, Schedule Castes, Order 1950. That is why they are normally referred to as scheduled castes and tribes. Special rights have also been conferred on minorities under Article 29 and 30. The fourth goal listed in the preamble is fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhood. It is this concept of brotherhood which is given practical shape in the Constitution by abolishing titles, Article 80, and untouchability, Article 17. The word fraternity was used during the French Revolution in the year 1789 along with the words equality and liberty by the common people when they rose up against the king and all the aristocrats ruled them. They got rid of the class distinction by killing the King Louis XVI, his wife and all other aristocrats who couldn't escape to other countries. We in India have added justice to our goals, and we seek to break about equality, liberty and fraternity not through bloodshed and not through the Constitution. But we can't use the preamble as creating substantive rights in the sense we can't enforce it. It can only be used as a reference to understand the substantive provisions of the Constitution. The Supreme Court in the case of Keshwananda Bharati has said that if the terms used in any of the articles in the Constitution are ambiguous or are capable of two meanings, then assistance may be sought in the objectives enshrined in the preamble.